I thought I would talk a little bit about our spiritual connection, because I think that there's so much focus right now on the physical connection, on our bodies, on our health, on the separation and the quarantine. It's all like physical distance. They call it social distance. It's physical distance. So we're social right now. We don't have social distance. We have physical distance. So there's been so much attention on the physical that I think we could use more attention on the spiritual. And our angels and our guides and our loved ones are here for us. But we have to open the door. We have to activate that energy. We have to ask for that help and that support. And a lot of times, people just forget. You just forget to ask and forget that we have all of this divine support around us, and tend to kind of feel like, well, I just got to do it on my own. Just got to do it separately. Just I'm on my own. I got to figure it out. I'm by myself, that kind of thing. And the reality of it is, guys, you are never, ever alone. You're never alone. You are never, ever alone, because you've got your angels and you have your spirit guides and you have your deceased loved ones that can come in and out of your life at any time in any way. But yes, we do need to ask. They cannot intervene in our lives without our permission. So it's really important that if you're wanting support from the angels, if you're wanting guidance from your spirit guides, if you're wanting connection to your deceased loved ones, that you ask for them to come to you. Ask them to show you a sign. Ask them to give you some guidance, direction, so that you know that they're there and so that you can learn to receive their support. All right. So I've been talking a lot about maintaining your own energy, which we call on Archangel Michael for. But I'm feeling the need to talk a little more about self-love right now. And so I'm gonna ask you all to just kind of sit in your heart space for a minute, okay? And I want you to just think about the energy of self-love, loving yourself, and what that feels like to you. Does self-love feel selfish? Does self-love feel self-important? Does self-love feel in alignment with what you need? Does self-love feel like you shouldn't focus on it? What does it feel like to you when you just think about the words self-love? What does it feel like to you? What do you think when you hear self-love? What's the first thing that comes to you? So what I think about when I think about self-love is I think about the honoring of this experience that we are walking through right now as a spirit in a body, and loving the being that you are in this exact moment, not in perfection, not if I didn't have this or I did have this, but in this exact moment, loving and honoring the presence of who you are. And what I find is that a lot of us, and I think that it can grow. I think unconditional self-love is different than self-love too. But I find that a lot of us, we need some extra help. We need help feeling and tuning into and experiencing the energy of unconditional love. It doesn't necessarily come very natural to a lot of people, which is odd, because when you were born, you absolutely loved yourself and you were in alignment with the value and the nature of who you really are. And then as you get further and further away from that initial when you're born, you get further and further away, you begin to separate from the truth of who you are, and oftentimes begin to lose some of that energy of self-love. So Archangel Chamuel is the angel of unconditional love, and he helps us to love ourselves in exactly the way and form that we are in this moment. So I thought what I'd do is I would just do a short invocation and invite Archangel Chamuel to come to you and through you and to help you to allow yourself to receive that love in a higher, greater way. Because I believe that's part of what's people are being challenged with right now, in feeling the need to take care of everybody else, but then they can't control everyone else. So then they distract themselves and they're not feeling that love or that compassion or that gentleness for themselves either. And we really need to have compassion for ourselves and for others. Lots of people are struggling in lots of ways, and fear shows up really ugly. And it isn't always easy to witness it or to see it and to feel it. But we need to be there to support each other and have a compassionate heart. And you also need to have that compassion for yourself. You've got to have that compassion for yourself. So what I'd like to do is bring in the energy of Chamuel just for a couple minutes, if you're open, and let's allow ourselves to just experience his energy. Take a couple nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's begin by just imagining this beautiful, brilliant, white light energy shining down from the heavens. This is the energy that is connected to your spirit, the spirit within your body. We are both spiritual and physical beings. We want to acknowledge the spiritual energy, the connection you have to Source, the divine, universe, God of your understanding. Seeing and feeling this beautiful golden white light energy shining down from the heavens, and imagining it just entering your crown, the top of your head, and just moving in through your head and down through your entire physical bodies. And as you see and you feel that golden white light energy just move through your physical body, knowing that your physical body embraces this beautiful spiritual connection. We are both spiritual and physical beings. I want to acknowledge the spiritual aspect of you, as there's so much being focused on the physical right now. Imagining this beautiful energy of Archangel Chamuel. So Chamuel vibrates the color pink and brings in this beautiful, just rosy pink energy. I want you to imagine, as your hand is on your heart right now, that you feel this energy, this beautiful pink, loving energy, just move right through your hand, right into your heart. And as it moves into your heart, you feel the warmth, you feel the compassion, you feel the gentleness, you feel the kindness. And that energy, that beautiful pink energy of Chamuel, it moves from your heart and it just expands through your chest cavity and up in through your neck and your shoulders and down through your belly and intestines and into your hips. And that beautiful energy of Chamuel just completely expands through your entire body. And I want you to feel that and see that. Hear that and know this energy of unconditional love, adoration, is moving through and filling every cell of your body. And as you feel that energy filling you up, knowing that this is who you are, this energy of unconditional love is who you are, it's where you came from. Now I'd like you to imagine these beautiful, brilliant, vibrating pink wings just behind you. And literally, as you breathe in, they just surround you. They envelop you in this energy of unconditional love. And as you feel that energy of love and acceptance and appreciation, you know that you are connected to the energy of love through your angels, through your guides, and through spirit. And as you sit in this energy where the pink is moving through you and filled each one of your cells, and it's surrounding you and enveloping you physically, I'd like you to take a moment and ask Archangel Chamuel if there is a message for you for your highest, greatest good. And as you ask this question, stay with an open heart right there. Keep your hand on your heart and listen and feel and trust the message that you receive. Allowing yourself to just receive the message. It might be a word, it might be an image, it might be a sentence, it might be a paragraph, it might be a feeling, it might be a knowing. Allow yourself to receive that energy of unconditional love and the message that Chamuel has for you. As you receive that message, you feel that presence as it starts to drift away, knowing that you have what you need for today. You have the message, you have the feeling, you have the energy, you have the support, you have the connection. And at any time, if you desire to come back to this space or connect with Archangel Chamuel, you can always do that by just inviting him into your space. Taking a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And so it is. I've been asked many times, but if I were ever going to have one message that I would put out into the world that I would want people to know, that's the message I would share. You are enough. You are enough.